Hello, it's Saturday. We were talking about music, and I'm going to tell you about stage fright, which is that awful feeling before you go on a stage where your heart starts beating fast, you're sweating, your mouth is dry, and you have a sick feeling in your stomach, and you're absolutely terrified. This is something anyone with a phobia will be familiar with these symptoms because it's the fight or flight response gone mad. And it's because you're thinking about what might go wrong, and then you're extrapolating all kinds of scenarios in your mind, making it worse and worse. It's a vicious cycle. So there's a couple of things. When I first joined the Clash, Mick Jones, before he went on stage, was a nervous wreck, and Joe was quite happy. And then when we came off stage after the gig, Mick was fine. He'd be joking and laughing, and Joe would be utterly depressed. When I came back after leaving the band, I came back 5 years later for another stint. And I thought by now they'd have matured out of that, but no, they were exactly the same, and they probably always will be. It's the way people are. I haven't suffered with it because when I was a tiny little kid, I was playing music. My dad was a music nut. We all played music all the time, so I was never off a stage, and I think that helps. So if you take a 14-year-old who's never been on a stage and say go up on that stage in front of 500 people and sing a song, he'll say I'd rather chop my legs off because it's just the your imagination works overtime. What could go wrong, and you won't do it. So if you've got kids, get them when they're young, 7, 8 maybe. Get them singing or dancing or acting or something in front of an audience. Because if you do it when they're young, they're used to it. It becomes no problem, and they might find it really helpful in later life. They may not be a performer, but they may be an accountant or a lawyer, but they will have to make speeches in front of an audience. And it's much easier for them if it's easy. Also, a very large audience freaks some people out. In fact, however large or small the audience is, you're going to do the same thing. So it shouldn't really matter. But people freak out when they see a big crowd. So that's a problem for big bands because they recruit a new guy into a band. Sometimes the new guy, when he sees the size of the audience, he just starts shaking and crying, and it's a disaster. So that's one of those things. So there are lots you can do. There's lots of therapies available to help, and also if you take slow, deep breaths, that slows down your whole metabolism. Your heart slows down. You start to feel better. Give yourself a kind of helpful phrase, a mantra in your mind, maybe to calm yourself down. And once you start performing, it's all gone. The fear's gone because you're no longer imagining what might happen because whatever's happening is happening now. So you stop generating all that adrenaline. So it's just those moments before you go on the stage. So if you've got any performing going on, try those things, and good luck to you. And do get your kids in front of an audience if you can at all. It's so helpful. I've done it with kids. I've taught kids to perform, and when you get them young, easy. Older, it's almost impossible. So good luck with that. Thanks for listening.